Thokozani. I am poverty mother advocate of Ilozi, and I welcome you once again to my channel, and thank you so much for choosing to view my video. Today I am going to be talking about candles, a topic I have been avoiding for the longest time because it has got so much admin in it, and today I even have like things written out because it has got so much admin and sometimes it bores me, but there's nothing I can do because the other day I went to get some like stock for my online boutique, and I met this lady and she was like to me, Thokoza Gogo, what do yellow candles mean? And I just said to her, they just for praying, and I just left it at that. I was not even in the mood to talk because I just feel there's so much confusion when it comes to spiritual things, and especially when it comes to candles and all of these other things, because we use candles as a way, a yokpahla, and we use them to connect, spiritually. So now if you don't understand the basics, of spirituality, because that is what I thought that with these coming few days, I'll just dedicate a series of videos, the basics of spirituality, so that at least you have an idea, because in tonento ikala, in understanding what is going on, and you understand better, you do better, right? So candles are very important because amakhandlela are essential, in an extent of Gucci, they are power. Candles have power depending on how you use them, whether you use them for good or whether you use them bad. It is totally up to you. Iyafana nje nomuthi. Amakhandlela uyakwazi ukuloya. Amakhandlela you can also heal. Uyakwazi ukuthi umunye umuntu umthakathe ngamakhandlela wakhe, and at the same time you are able to heal someone else with their candles. So that's how I'm saying it is up to you what you do with your candles, but I am here, I'm an advocate of the light. So in anything that I'll say, it's all about healing. So colors is what plays a very significant role to our spirituality. Colors are everywhere. Colors are emabayini wethu, colors are in our beads, colors are in our candles, colors, even nesnafe sinamakala. They're like amadoshla namakala. Like, to show that colors are important. Even as a person, you can just check what the type of colors you like wearing. You can tell your energies at the time. There was a phase whereby I used to love really dark clothes, like your blacks and all these things, but yeah, that was my energy thing. And then now all these days, like whenever I go into a shop, the first thing I see is yellow, and if it's not yellow, it's leopard. And I think that's where my energy is at, but I think that it goes, deeper than anything, but it's more of your spiritual aura and things that are going on with you. So this video might be split into a million, series, whatever it is, because it's very deep and it needs me to teach and teach and teach. So I know you're going to watch this a couple of times, so it's good that you write all these things down and have them noted, so that at least you know. I'm not out here to be telling you ukuthi umakhandlela brown, you're going to be calling umkhulu and all those other things. To me, that is total gibberish sometimes, because to someone that does not understand spirituality, when you're lighting a green candle, like what the hell? What the hell? To a certain extent, like what is going on. The pipes, guys. I live in a main road, and I don't know, when people pass my street, they just feel like, yeah, whatever. So when it comes to like green candles, I would not like it, because sometimes it's just personal female things. Why would I be wanting to call my cash when I'm speaking about, my relationships and stuff? So it's one of those things that I want to, help you understand better, that candles are not as bad as you think, but you must respect your candles, because there is power. You can cast spells with your candles. You can do a lot of things, you can play magic, whatever it is that you want to do, but it is at your own risk, but we are here to do izinto is right and is basic, so excuse me, yeah, runny nose. So with candles, right, we have so many colors, but there are basic colors and all of that, and even how you line them up or anything, it's very important, because everything is energies. Like, when you speak about your chakras, aligning your energies, all these things are centered around your colors, around your auras, and anything of that matter. So that also applies to candles, right? So a candle libalulekile, right? In a sense of liyakhuluma. ikhandlela liyisangoma when you actually wanna, consult a person, whatever the case might be, or you wanna check something. You can tell a lot by a person's candle, because I always say light your candles yourself. I wouldn't light a candle for you. Light your candles for yourself so that you can be able to get the messages from Idlozi. So now whenever you light a candle, ikhandlela is a light, right? That is like dropping a location pin to amadlozi wako and saying, hi guys, I am here and I'm lighting a candle for 1, 2, and 3, etc. Right. So I'm going to go through the candles and the colors and hopefully shed some light. So I made a few notes. I'm just going to put on my glasses. I don't want to mess up, my edges and stuff. So I'm just going to wear them a bit skewish. So, you'll get it. You'll get with it. Right. So in terms of candles and everything else, it's important that you kind of understand the colors and their significance, so that why you're using a certain candle, and do not necessarily, it's the struggle of eyelashes and spectacles, but yeah, the life we chose. But yeah, all right, so we have a white candle, right? A white candle is a candle of purity and healing. And if you're someone that does not necessarily know a lot about candles, you start using a white candle, and you do with that, because a white candle is for healing, it's for good, it's for perceiving things, it's for a lot of things. But you light a candle as a beginner, and if you're going to be lighting multiple candles, you will obviously start with the white candle if you don't know your way around things. Or if you're still new in the spiritual journey, you will light a white candle, because you don't understand. White is neutral. That is your safest bet. That is, you're not touching on anything, you're just playing it, cool. You're right. So when we move on to our red candle, right? Red candle, first of all, red is an element of fire. That color isn't just an element of fire. It represents strength, it represents protection, power, and love. So whatever you will be lighting the candle for, because I would always hear people, speaking of maulet candle, like what the hell. There was a point, even like when I was at Petro 2, they were telling us, when you light a red candle, you must shy panty. So like, what the hell. But anyway, so it depends now kind of why you're lighting that. You might find that you're not feeling okay, or whatever the case might be, or there's certain things you don't necessarily understand in terms of yourself, or you need some kind of strength, you're feeling weak, you need to pray with that. You can use a red candle as a form of strength and all of that. Before I continue, what I want to tell you is that when you light candle, obviously mawulayita amakhandlela uzothandaza uphahle, so you are calling amadlozi wakho, right? Akunakhandlela eli-specific elibiza particular ancestors. Your ancestors will come to you whenever you call them. But now, what into abayizelayo, the agenda, it's the type of candles you're going to be using. Like, you are calling a meeting mawuphahla, and what is the agenda? Kuzobonakala ngamakhandlela wakho. If, for example, ngizophahla namhlanje and be lighting just a white candle, I'm neutral. There's nothing in particular I want to address. I just want to pray. I just want to I just want to connect to my people. But should I particularly be lighting, for example, an orange candle, there's something I'm praying about in particular, and amadlozi that will come to at that time, it will be in line to what I'm lighting my candle for. So I don't want you to feel as if every time, because sometimes you might be lighting all candles and it's unnecessarily, because they affect certain areas of your life. That's why I'm saying this topic of candles, I've been avoiding it, but here I am, because I feel that I need to start at the beginning and at the bottom of this whole spirituality thing, so that at least you get a picture of what I'm trying to say. A blue candle is a candle of peace, security, connection, and communication. It's when you need some form of direction and clarity in your life. I'm not out here to be telling you blue, like, because it's very much confusing, when you are going through a spiritual awakening, and you will not be using candles. And for example, you go consult and you're told you're being told go pray with the blue candle, and you pray with that for the rest of your life. Sometimes you need to use other candles, and understand everything is energies, and candles, will direct whatever it is, etc., etc. So when it comes to a blue candle, it can't really blue. Nalo, you can use it to pray, especially when you need some form of direction when it comes to izinto zakho spirituality. You mix that with white, and you also mix that I'll get to purple. You'll see why I'm saying. So with all of this that I'm saying, that's why I'm saying note these things down, so that when now uzohlala phansi ubone ukuthi what candle do I want to light at that particular time, or what is it for, etc., etc. Okay. So when you need that form of direction or anything else, a candle of blue, you're just waving the blue flag. It's a cool color. Blue is just calmness, it's just tranquility. So you use that blue candle. So green is one of my favorite candles. It's a candle of growth. It's candle of life, money, healing, depending on how you use it, and prosperity. And with all the candles that I've already mentioned, like I said, with all candles you can do anything depending on what you're using it for, right? With green is a very powerful and strong color, because that represents life. So you might be using green because there is a particular area in your life you are praying for or praying about that needs certain attention from amadlozi wako, that needs growth, or whatever it is, or kunemali, whatever the case might be. Or namhlanje uthola imali, you light your white and your green candle, and probably your orange and your gold. It depends nakhona, but it's safest bet is just using your white and your green. Just keep it neutral, because at that particular time, you might also just be wanting to pray about your life in general. So that's how I'm saying there are a lot of things we're going through as people, but you will use a candle that works, or that aligns with your energies at that time. Okay. So green candle is for growth. When you're going through spiritual transitions, when you're going through a lot of things, it is good, to use that kind of a candle and all of that. And it's also a candle of growth now internally as a person, spiritually. When you get particular dreams that shows growth, you can pray with that candle and all of that. And then we have a yellow candle, my other favorite one. Yellow is a candle of enlightenment. As you know, yellow is a symbol, or rather a color of peace and prosperity. It is enlightenment when it comes to spiritualities. It is also a candle of transition. It is also a candle of peace. So now yellow is very powerful when you are fixing your spiritual journey. You're trying to understand who you are, because now praying with that color and white shows amadlozi that you are willing to learn when it comes to your spiritual things. So what happens is that your spiritual inclination is opened. It is like more of a connector, it is like ESCOM of your spiritual life. So that is the signal you're giving to amadlozi whenever you are lighting that candle. And you pray with every candle, but when it comes to yellow, it gives you perspective. For example, there's something in particular that you need to pray about or pray over, you will use a candle. You can use 3, you can use 7, you can use 100. It is up to you. If you got the money, spend it, baby, but you stick to what you know. But a yellow candle is very powerful, just like all other candles. But now you respect your candles and everything around it. You treat your candles with respect, because like I said, ikandlela liyisangoma, and we will do all these. My glasses just keep on slipping, but we keep it moving. Okay, class. All right, so with yellow, you use it a lot, especially for people who are still on a beginner's level, trying to understand where they are with the spiritual things. I always say, take your yellow candle and pray with it. Do a fast and pray with the yellow candle, or yellow and white. It will show you, will open up a lot of things, especially when it comes to your spirituality. And then we have, I have so many favorite colors, but purple, I think it is my color. But I use it not all the time. But there are specific times when I use this candle. But purple is a spiritual candle. With a purple candle, you can also heal. You can read a person with a purple candle, because it connects more to your psyche, like your third eye and all of those other things. So whenever you're a person or gifted, you can also use a purple, a yellow, and a white. And you can just because I always say sometimes it's always the power of 3. The basis is start with 3 different colors, that connect to you, and see how you get with that, and pray for them for 3 consecutive days, 12 and 3, and see how things basically, move with you. But purple is, yeah, when I light a purple candle, I'm in a good mood, and I love my Lucy's, and everything is like bath. But I love a purple candle. It's just one of those, it brings healing to me as well, and I always stock that up more than all other candles. I love a purple candle, but purple candle is more spiritual. When you're going through your fastings and all those other things, sometimes take your candles and use them. Sometimes 3 consecutive days, use the same candle. 3 consecutive, take a break and see if you're getting any response, because it's an energy type of thing, dear people. And then we have an orange candle. Orange candle is for general successes, business celebrations, new beginnings, anything, new ventures, opportunities. You use that, tandaza, just like all other candles. You can be praying over something, or a job, or whatever it is, or you can be celebrating something, whatever it is, or new leaves, whatever it is. So you use an orange candle. Orange candle is just an opener. An orange candle. So you can't light, like, I'll get to that, that's how I'm saying, this topic. You can't use that, like, when it comes to certain things, like, for example, for example, you're going through hardships and your things are not okay, right? And for example, like, there's a lot of things, but I think, let me not confuse you, let me not confuse myself. I'll get to that when we get the chance to do that. So orange, general success is getting that promotion, securing that bag, securing that job. You use an orange candle, and it connects more na corner, nezinto, because it's all about the money. It's all about securing the bag. The water these are securing the bag for you all the time. So when you especially connect and orange is supposed to be part of that if you're going to be using 7 candles. And orange kakhulu, gold, white, and purple, and yellow, depending na corner, would see what you're using that for. So that's how I'm saying, how you mix and use your candles, it is totally up to you, boo. But and just sometimes you might even find, there's something you're praying over, you're just going to use that orange candle. So when it comes to pink it's also more of an emotional candle. It is I heard some call what is that, no, whatever is it. I don't use these lozy terms. It's not even lozy terms, these sangoma terms, guys. I'm such an advocate of ilozi, and there's some terms I don't use. I don't use this in. So I am bringing you spirituality on a silver platter in 2021 form. So get with the program, right? So a pink candle is an emotional healing candle. When you've been through, something terrible, whatever ordeal, trauma, it's important that you use a candle like that to pray. It's also a nurturing candle. If you're pregnant, you have a child, whatever the case might be, you use that candle to play. It is also a romantic candle. You that are dating or married, whatever the case might be, you also use that. And it is also for general health. So pink is just, that candle, and you can use it, whatever. That is why you even find I7, you misa wonke lamakhandlela lawa I've just spoken about, because ubonga impilo, and you're touching every area of your life. You're touching your love life, you're touching your finances, you're touching your work life, you're touching your school life, you're touching your clothes life, you're touching your glow life, everything. And then we get to the brown. The brown is a candle of protection and stability. It is for family. It is for your ancestral connection, right? And that candle, it's a candle that bonds a lot of things, because when you use that candle, when a lot of serious things, or you use that candle, because that candle is neutral, yet it does not isolate anyone. I need to candle like these are big foods in the. But anyway, So a brown candle is a very, significant candle. You cannot just light a candle any day. If a kaya you guys are going through some form of hardship, you are able to light that, a brown and white candle, for that. It serves that. And you can also mix that with yellow. You can also mix that with blue. You can just light your 7 candles, but that's how candles are energies. They are healing energies, they are power, and etc, etc. So a brown candle is just, serves as that. And it brings everyone in. It does not isolate anyone. And it's just one of those. Even though you will need a brown candle, because everyone that is there umbega under that, umsebenzi loyo. And it's just one of that. It just unifies everything. Ifindo elbow pie, it just makes things make sense, and it's one of those things. In most cases, you will light it whenever you thankful, whatever the case might be. But in most cases, lama candela lawa, they always significant, where else they go with the others, and it's always 7, or sometimes even 100, but it's up to you. But nakona, that's how I'm saying, you will light a candle depending on whatever you want. Or ending, you guys are facing whatever hard time isn't as you will light your brown candle, probably your yellow, for that enlightenment, for life. Green, you will just your 7 candles. That's how I'm saying, I'm a candela. You'll just end up being obsessed. Like, I leave the house going to do other things, but I end up coming back with like boxes of candles. That's just me. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I think that's just one of those. If it's hairpins and candles, gosh, I don't know. And baby socks, I always buy my son socks every time. I say he always wear like a new pair of socks. But anyway, we're not about that. So when it comes to a black candle, it's a candle of protection. Iyavimba, iyaphinda, ishaye. It's a repellent, it's a binding candle. It depending, I know when you hear the candle black, you think of evil. Every candle that you can also be with someone with be with someone's successes, with an orange candle. If you can also be with someone with a green candle. You can do a lot of things, even with the red. That's how I'm saying, I won't say to you black is an evil color. No, black is beautiful, honey. Black is beautiful. But in this case, whenever you're able to light, your black candle, or there's certain things you're not understanding, you can pray with the black candle. And it's not necessarily good to yellow. That's why I'm saying good. It's the type of energy and what you're using that particular candle for, and all of that. If you're lawyer, you are able to lawyer, and you can get as many candles as you can and make a spell or bind someone, whatever the case might be, and do whatever you need to be. But that is up to you. Don't involve us and say I was watching the advocates video and blah blah blah. And then we have silver. Silver is it's a candle, or rather color of dreams, connection, of luck, and all those other things. And it needs you to be dedicated, especially if you're going to use that when you want to connect to your higher self, because it also ascends you to different levels of spirituality. So you can use the silver with the blue, the white, and the yellow and the purple. That's how I'm saying candles are just will make you go cuckoo a bit, but you become obsessed and you use them, regardlessly, whatever. So nakona candela elinhlanhla, and particularly when you maybe have in you are about to endeavor in any business, whatever the case might be, you use an orange, a silver, and a gold, because they come together, because it's luck, it's success, it's wealth, it's whatever the case might be. So you use that candle, not forgetting green and white. Green is life, guys. Everything needs life. Okay. And even when you found out like someone is pregnant in the home, you are able to light your white, your green, and your pink candle. So that's what I'm saying. Candles is just everything. It's just everything. Gold is a candle of wealth, luck, power, happiness, love, sexuality. It's a lot of things. It's a candle of abundance, Masolata lelo candela, you need to know that, you know what, you are happy, because it's just a candle of happiness. You can't light that candle when you're in desperate situation. Just like everything else is energy, so are candles, certain things you do. And I think, it's always about where you at with your life and what is it that you need in a corner. And even when ungakhangisa amakhandlela akho 7, you can also add, because among like your gold na corner more like that. I always, you need to have some coins around it, because it's candle oil, and it's candle oil. But anyway, so with candles, it's very important, because the way they burn, they will also show you a lot of things, as into what is happening. The flame, how the candle is burning. I think I will get to that, when I have time. Excuse me, sorry about that. When I have time. But for today, I think I will leave it here with the candle colors and all these things, Okay, let me just push it for, I think, the next 2 minutes. Okay, let's push it. Flame reading is something very, once you ikhandlela lakho kumele malisha lishe straight, you got approval of whatever oyithandazelayo obuyiphahlela amadlozi, they approve. The flame needs to be bright, mele ijive, if not ibe straight njena. That is a positive thing. My jiva, so that's a good thing. If it pops like sparkles, it's a good thing. If the flame is nice and yellow and orange, it's a good thing. If there's white, it's a good thing. But now, if ilidimi khandlela kumlilo khona ushela phansi, or noma, it's flame ingane, or it's a bluish, that, probably there's something wrong, or, idlozi is trying to show you something, or there's some form of communication, or there's just a lot of things. For example, let's say upahlela a particular job, or you want to leave a job, or you start a job, and your candle flickers, I dance it flickers like this cricket, and you will know that there's something like not okay. You'll know good, there's something not okay, or light in all of those other things. That's also a way now to read your flame. So don't be stressed when you see that. Just know that your people are with you, and they're communicating back to you, so that you can do better and learn better, because but the best is when it's straight like this and bending or dancing, so then you know that your candles, it's approval. And with the wax, people tell candles, there are some candles, because I'm a wax our fan today, so sometimes wax is very cheap and it'll just run all over the show. And sometimes it's a good thing for the wax to run over, because that shows abundance. If it's lisha straight and the wax is running abundance, why not? Ama candle, they'll burn straight up and a leech, and there'll be no wax left, And it's important that ama candle wax yako either like chisam, or you break it, we faggot plastic in it, and we faggot dustbin. Because if you didn't know, I can be with you with those things. I can take them and I can lie you, because you ain't loyal to yourself. You need to look after your things, everything, or your DNA. That's why the spiritual DNA is very important. You get to understand with that. And sometimes you might find good, sometimes even the candle, more like the wax spews over onto the other, and sometimes it creates some lava type of thing, and you just feel like that kind of confirmation in your spirit. That's how I'm saying, Gucci, with candles is another thing. But once you see a candle, the wax being in funny shapes, or pointing directions, or doing snacks thing, then you might know there's something wrong. But if the flame was okay, because what you need to gauge is the flame, because sometimes that's why I need to, I'm a wax our funny, and sometimes for you to stress yourself is to read too much into these type of things. That is why like depression, because you see your candles and sometimes you don't understand, is it a positive response or is it a not, And I believe in a candle letting it burn out. I'm not a person that switches off candles. Once I light it throughout and I don't switch it off. Okay, someone just touched my shoulder. Thokozani. Okay, and you do that with yourself, right? And that's that's more or less like the type of thing that goes on with candles. Candles are very important. They play a very important role. So look after your candles, use your candles wisely, and do the right things with your candles, right? Because there's so many things you can do with candles, but it's up to you. But if there's something else I need to relate, again, I'll probably do another video. But I think for today, this is where we're gonna end our topic on candle, because I need to move on to other topics so that you understand why I started with this topic and made you understand what it is I'm talking about. So candles are important, guys. They are very, very important, and you connect with your people using amakhandlela and all of that thing. So that's what you should know and need to understand. Ungalwa ngamakhandlela, ungalwaya ngamakhandlela, ungaphilisa ngamakhandlela. You can manifest good things with candles. It is just up to you. But I am here to just shed light onto that. So leave the confusion and get with the program and understand that spirituality is freedom, and Idlozi is not here to complicate your life, but we're here to make it easier and beautiful. But thank you so much for choosing to view and watch this video. Leave your comments down below and subscribe if you still haven't done so. Thank you so much for watching my video. I am Mpho Wabadimo, the advocate of Idlozi, and once again, oh my Idlozi, I'll see you later.